Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Alright, another death battle, another day goes by where I'm very confident in who I think is going to win this one. So you've obviously seen who it is. The Flash versus Quicksilver. Now, who do I think is going to win? It's a no-brainer. The Flash. One, he is my favorite superhero ever, including DC and Marvel. I prefer Marvel, like movies and everything, and obviously the whole MCU. That I prefer that so much more to what DC's created. But overall, out of like every hero ever, the Flash not only has my favorite superpower, which would be super speed, but is just, I don't know, there's something about, man, he's just great. He's comical, he's got that funny side to him, he's ridiculously powerful. You know, Grant Gustin. Just, you have me now, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, I'm yours. Just text me anytime you want, I'll be there. Ezra Miller, not so much. That guy can come fuck himself. But, yeah, so I 100% think that the Flash has got this one in the bag, no doubt. Admittedly, I don't know as much about Quicksilver as I do about the Flash, but all of the feats that the Flash has versus Quicksilver, I just don't see it happening for him, I'm not gonna lie. Not to mention, the Flash is literally at the forefront of DC. He is a member of the Justice League. He is, like I said, ridiculously powerful. He's so many comics and movies and TV shows and everything about him. And then Quicksilver is more just like a background character of like the X-Men and things like that. So he's kind of like pushed away in the back of like, you know, all the Marvel heroes, unlike, you know, like Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man, you know, they're all like at the forefront of it, whereas he's just kind of like a character you may see at some point. So no doubt that Quicksilver is cool and he's obviously really powerful, but I can't see it happening, man. Not to mention, I don't know, like I said, I don't know a lot about Quicksilver, and I don't know if there's different variants of him, as in one of them's a mutant that has super speed, or if that's just a different version of him and there's a different way he had his powers. I really don't know. I'm just going off of shit right now. Whereas, like I said, for Barry or Wally, whoever they're going to use, I'm going to assume it's going to be Wally West. I know a lot about them, and just I don't know which version of them they're going to use. I very much doubt they're going to use like the strongest variant of that particular person. I'm assuming it'll just be like the base version, because I'm fairly certain the strongest variant of the Flash would be Mobius Chair Wally West, who is ridiculously strong, by the way. If you don't know Mobius Chair Wally West, I would highly recommend go and check that, like, look at that and read the comics and stuff about it, because they're, oh my god, it's insane. I'm fairly certain their variant comics, I think that's what his name is probably going to have something on that version of Wally. Yeah, absolutely insane. But there's a whole bunch of stuff I can sit and talk about the Flash. I can talk about the Flash all day. Like I said, he's my favorite hero, so I have a little bit of a soft spot for him. But this isn't me giving him the win because he's just my favorite and I prefer him over Quicksilver. No, just come on. The Flash versus Quicksilver in a race. I don't know if they're going to have a race. I don't know if there's going to be a battle. I assume it'll be a battle, but, you know, maybe they'll switch it up and just have them race each other. There's no way that that Quicksilver is going to win this in my books. No way in hell. Yeah, no chance. But I could be proven wrong, and we're going to find that out right goddamn now. So I hope you guys are excited. Let us go. All right, let's go. Also, real quick, if you've gotten this far and you do watch my Exandria videos, we'll just let you know that video is coming out real soon. I'm really sorry, it's literally took me 3 weeks. That video got blocked, and I really don't know why. The reason for it being blocked is like a certain segment of the video, which it shouldn't have, because there's no copyrighted material that should be in there. But that's the reason I'm having an absolute nightmare getting that video out. But it is there, ready to come out once I can get that sorted without taking it, because it was quite a big chunk of the whole thing. So I really don't want to have to get rid of that, and obviously I can't re-record it, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, let's continue.
Long time ago, mankind
in a town called Kickapoo.
And then we ran, and And ever since that moment, we've been pushing speed to its very limit. Or in this case, past the point of absurdity.
The Flash, DC Comics Scarlet Speedster.
Hell yeah.
Quicksilver, Marvel's fast-talking Avenger.
Hell yeah.
He's Liz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
God, I need to finish The Flash. I never actually finished that TV show.
From Wonder Woman to Superman, there is no shortage of DC heroes capable of achieving superhuman feats. But only one is truly synonymous with speed itself.
Also, just one, I know they'll probably touch on it when they're talking about it, but that one part, I can't remember which comic it was, where Barry or Wally, whichever one it was running with Superman, and you know they're running side by side, and he's like, such as I was going to call him Flash because I can't remember which version of the Flash it was. Like, Flash, like we've had races before, and you know I've even won some of those. He's like, yes, those were for charity, Clark, and just just flies past him. Oh, it's so good. That really does demonstrate, one, he's a nice guy, and two, he's ridiculously fast.
Flash.
But before he became the Flash, he was only known as Barry Allen.
Barry Allen.
Superheroes, Barry's lacking in the whole living parent department.
One day,
Yes.
after returning home, he discovered his mother had been murdered, and his father had been wrongly convicted of
By the
crime.
reverse
Knowing Dad was
Flash.
innocent, Barry vowed to clear him of the
That
crime.
son
and
of a bitch.
became a forensic scientist for the Central City Police. But dear old Dad died before Barry could set him free.
Racked with grief, this only strengthened Barry's resolve to find his mother's real killer.
And on one fateful night when he was doing some sciencey stuff,
He got shocked by lightning.
And then fell into some chemicals.
Now, normally, this would be incredibly fatal. But since this is comic books, Allen was imbued with the power to move his body at incredible speeds and became the Flash.
I love it. Also, I read somewhere that apparently the lightning bolt that struck Barry was actually Barry running so fast that he turned into a lightning bolt, traveled back in time, and struck himself, turning himself into the Flash. Science.
You're probably thinking, okay, cool, he's like fast enough to run across water now, but there's a whole slew of other benefits that come with his new power.
Yeah, because he's got the Speed Force. It ain't
accelerated
just...
healing, enhanced
Yep.
strength, the ability to absorb kinetic energy from others, a brain that works faster than a supercomputer, and the ability to throw lightning.
To do any of this, Flash draws his power from the Speed Force, an extra-dimensional energy source which, when synced with the living being's bioelectric field, amplifies and distorts their perception and placement in individual time versus time outside their own field.
What?
In layman's terms, it's kind of like the Force in Star Wars, but instead of Jedi tapping into its power, it's comic book speedsters.
I see.
Think of it as its own dimension that the Flash...
Yes, that's one way to talk about. Sorry, I know I keep pausing this, but like I said, I've just got so much shit to say. And I've drawn a blank as to what I was going to say. Shit! It was important as well. Ah, fuck it.
Flash can use as a power source.
Oh, I remembered. Sorry, just when they were talking about the Speed Force, I've always wondered. Okay, so the Flash is not like what was his name? Red Blur Pulse, dude. The guy from Invincible, the one who's constantly super fast. So a normal conversation with him takes, you know, what to you is 5 minutes, to him is like an entire day. So it's damn near unbearable. He's constantly in that super speed force. So, but from what I understand, Barry and other speedsters are not like that, right? They are only super fast when they tap into the speed force and they use the speed force. And if that is true, if my theory is correct, which again, I could be mistaken. I'm not a super nerd when it comes to comics and stuff like that. I've always wondered, what are speedsters like? What determines a speedster to win? Not necessarily be how fast they are, but who could tap into the speed force first? So you've got Zoom, and then you've got Barry, but both of them are just chatting with each other, and you know there's other people around, and they're all looking and just chatting, having a good time, you know. But then Barry activates the Speed Force, but Zoom hasn't activated the Speed Force yet. So therefore, Barry is now super fast. It can move, you know, Mach 20, whereas Zoom has not activated that yet. Therefore, realistically, he should be the same speed as a normal human. Do you know what I mean? Again, this is probably just me thinking way too much into it, and there's some Speed Forcey voodoo magic that I just don't know. Or they are, in fact, just constantly at super speed. But yeah, I've always wondered that. Would it not technically be the first person who activates it, like a standoff with the Cowboys, you know? I've always wondered that.
Enter on his own whim. Plus, it's pretty handy for getting the Flash out of jams when an author writes him into a corner.
Sure. Also, while other speedsters like Max Mercury and Wally West use the Speed Force, Barry is actually the one who generates it. And boy, can he do some ridiculous stuff.
When push comes to shove, he can easily break the speed of light, over 670 million miles per hour.
That's not too bad.
He rescued everyone from a collapsing apartment building.
And then rebuilt it.
The public library to learn everything he needed to rebuild the whole place. And then he did it, all before the cops showed up. Oh, and he can run on clouds.
Apparently, he does this by vibrating his feet in such a way that the ice crystals within the clouds are collected underneath him to provide footholds.
Why not?
Which is an affront to science.
Speed Force.
When in doubt, Speed Force.
Anyway, his brain is fast enough to perceive events in less than an attosecond. He once called the Justice League supercomputer slow, which, by the way, process at 100,000 trillion calculations a second.
The Speed Force also absorbs damage like a shield, because at this point, what can it do? Make waffles? Probably.
I mean, probably could, yeah.
Blown up by enough grenades to send him flying into a tree, breaking it in half.
To snap a tree like that requires at least 70,000 pounds of force.
Ouch! But he was up and running around in no time.
Of course he was.
Speed Force healing.
Right, like the time he got stabbed through the leg, but minutes later stood up and ran fast enough to outrace a nuclear blast and break the time barrier. Yes, I said time barrier.
Yep, you damn straight you did.
Phrase New 52, like where DC rebooted its whole universe and everyone's backstories? Yeah, Flash did that. All of it.
Flashpoint, baby.
Batman's dad told him to.
You'd think time travel would be an awesome skill to have, but not really in Flash's case. While well-intentioned, his hot-headed time-hopping adventures usually end up making things worse.
Like when he tried to save his mom's life and ended up ruining the entire
Yep,
universe
happens.
instead.
It happens. Hello? Well, I don't know what just happened there, but apparently everything just went quiet. So goddamn quiet. Okay, so after wasting a bunch of time trying to figure out what the hell's going on and refreshing it and shit, turns out, for some reason, this part just doesn't have sound. I'm assuming someone got copyrighted maybe, and they weren't allowed to use it. So let's just continue, and let's pretend that we know. Yes, I have your head. Ah! It's a head. Oh, I'm crazy. That's right, I become Joker or some shit.
Also, it is possible for others to disrupt Flash's connection to the Speed Force, making him lose his abilities.
But with fast healing, time travel, extra-dimensional power, he's done a lot for a guy who can run really fast.
God, the X-Men Quicksilver scenes, though. So good. I love them.
An amazing man once said, "To achieve great things, one must sacrifice stability and push one's limit past sanity."
There it is.
And few people
if I could save time in a bottle.
Wait, who said that quote?
I did last week when I got my sweet new dune buggy and jumped that lake.
No, you just said, "Hold my beer," and drove it straight into the water.
Well, come on,
it's the same thing.
Topic. Quicksilver goes fast.
Yeah,
there's no need
true.
for that.
And I guess your fake quote kind of applies because Quicksilver's life has been anything but stable. I mean, his origin story is absolutely insanely convoluted. I guess that's what happens when competing movie studios both inadvertently own the rights to the same character.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. Basically, Quicksilver and his twin sister, the Scarlet Witch,
It's so weird on there.
Pietro and Wanda to a pair of gypsies named Django and Maria Maximoff. But as babies, they were kidnapped by a guy they call the High Evolutionary.
Dear
he
God.
experimented on the two children and then returned them to their parents. Only now they had super cool powers. But Pietro and Wanda were later tricked into believing that they were the mutant children of Magneto, abandoned by their mother and handed off to gypsies by a cow lady midwife.
What the hell?
Yeah, what fucking weird backstory is that?
It doesn't matter. They're the kids of gypsies, and they have super cool powers.
Well, with all the instability in his personal life, it's no wonder Pietro Maximoff has been known to bounce from alliance to alliance. Like when Magneto saved him from an angry mob, he joined the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, where Magneto gave him his sleek costume and his new name, Quicksilver.
Wow.
When Magneto
I didn't know
got
that.
his ass kicked, Quicksilver joined the Avengers. Because what's loyalty when you can't even keep track of who your dad is? I wish I at least knew where my dad was, though.
Probably as far away as possible. Well, one benefit in all this hopping back and forth across the line in the sand is that Quicksilver's had training and experience from both sides of the spectrum, from the likes of Captain America to Mastermind.
But really, when you're fast enough to disappear in the blink of an eye, who wouldn't want you on their team? After all,
Yeah,
Quicksilver
got a point.
is all about speed. He can heal fast, think fast, learn fast, and of course, run around really freaking fast.
He can run around an opponent so fast he forms a tornado, sucking away the oxygen and suffocating them.
He can easily run on water.
pretty cool
and
stuff, bro.
maintain speeds of more than 700 miles per hour for extremely long periods of time. And if things are looking serious, he can crank it up even further and become fast enough to outrun a radio wave.
Radio waves are a kind of electromagnetic radiation.
How fast do
that
they
must
go?
travel the same speed as light, meaning Quicksilver can run well over 670 million miles per hour.
Much like Wiz seeing himself in the mirror every morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, when he was like, oh, he can, you know, keep up with speeds of 700 miles per hour for long periods of time. I mean, that's not really all that impressive in terms of being a speedster. 700 miles an hour, I mean, you know, as far as we're concerned, that's ridiculously fast, of course, but no, not when you're competing with people that can move Mach numbers and such. Somebody did, I think it's called the Imaginary Axis, did like how fast has the Flash ever moved. And I can't remember what the number was, but it was a ridiculously long, there was a lot of zeros that were on that video. Yeah, ridiculously fast.
Silver has survived some pretty
Was faster than instant transmission.
Hey, he has taken a hit from some of Marvel's strongest heroes, including Hercules, the god of strength himself.
He doesn't even flinch at the destructive shockwaves made by his own speed. And one time, he ran up a mountain so fast, he accidentally launched himself into an airplane and fell 39,000 feet down into the ocean.
Well, that'll fuck you up.
Survived. Man, that's crazy to think about.
Speaking of thinking, his brain can process and retain information so quickly that he memorized Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata by ear and could play it himself in just about a minute. A feat which takes an average person years to perfect.
Despite having
I've tried
a
playing the
taste for calming
piano.
and refined music,
It's so
he's
difficult.
incredibly impatient and has been known to lash out in anger and annoyance.
Why does that sound familiar?
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
I rest my case. Quicksilver also has a tendency to run headfirst into danger without thinking things through.
Rest your case? I'll rest your case.
Alright, just...
Alright, Broomstick, calm the fuck down, Jesus Christ.
Ah, I hurt my balls. Just finish the rundown.
Well, despite his brashness, Quicksilver is a tragedy-hardened speed freak who I wouldn't cross for even a second.
Oh, I get it. You're supposed to stop me. Go ahead, try.
Yes, that's right.
Next time, try a little harder.
God, super speed would be so fun to have, man.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate.
But what would be
once and
your
for all.
superpower that you would have?
For a death battle.
You let me know in the comments below. Advert.
When it comes
Ah,
to foreign
how
raps,
did I
we've
know?
seen it all. The
I'm getting good.
traditionalists.
I'm getting good with these. New York City, baby. Ooh, it's like 8-bit. Oh, that's cool. Jesus Christ, look at those fucking muscles, man.
Please stay calm, miss. I'm coming up there.
She's gonna fall. No! Somebody save her, please. That's right.
I
Dear
got her.
God.
Wait, who the hell are you? You trying to steal my spotlight?
Seriously? You've been living under a rock? I'm the Flash, all-star hero, fastest man alive.
Fastest? Bullshit. That's me. Let's race to Japan.
Oh, I thought that was his hands.
Well,
Oh. I thought his hands were doing this weird fucking thing. I was like, what is that? Are they gonna do this race all while she's falling?
what the heck? I got time.
Okay. On the count of 3. 3.
Dear God. Oh, he cheats and he's still gonna get his ass beat, I can guarantee it.
Cheap trick, pal.
I got another one for you.
So that's how we're gonna do this, huh?
Got straight back up.
Catch you later.
Dog, this isn't the time.
Did you miss me?
He's too good. No, Gray. Back away from the mic. We don't have time for this. Do you not know what's happening right now? The Flash and Quicksilver are fighting, goddammit. But technically they're having a race. I can't really tell at the moment. It's doing a bit of both. Quick, Barry. Run the other way. Disturb the air flow. Or something. Use that mega brain of yours.
How's it feel to lose, chump?
Oh, he dodged mid-air. Oh, he's... Oh my god. Like, just fucking...
What?
Oh shit. Quick, run in the clouds or something. Or create a tornado with your arms, yes.
God damn it!
I think he did more harm to the birds than anything, if I'm being honest with you.
Alright, Flash, so you're fast. But I'm stronger and smarter.
Prove it, tough guy. Okay, this is getting dumb.
Flash?
Just go back in time.
The hell?
No.
What's going on?
Speed
You're in
Force?
the Speed Force. My Speed Force. I'm sure you feel it. The raw energy coursing all around you. This is the source of my power. And here, I am King!
I am Speed. And he's red! His new name is Lightning McQueen. Yeah, Pietro, you got fucked up, my man. Oh my god, okay. He got penetrated.
Ew. Well, at least you beat me here. Huh. Bye.
So the Flash just killed somebody.
Fact, sharp things hurt.
As fast as Quicksilver is, the Flash is just much faster.
Much.
Quicksilver clearing the speed of light is great and all, but the Flash has gone 10 times that.
Which would put him at more than 6 billion miles per hour.
Plus, Barry can pull other people
Easy.
into the Speed Force and fight them there, giving him a home field advantage.
In addition, the Flash's brain can process events in less than an attosecond. And in case you're wondering, 12 attoseconds is the shortest period of time humanity has ever been able to measure. This means that while Quicksilver's Beethoven feat proved he can think over 500,000 times faster than an ordinary person, The Flash can think many trillion times faster. He had plenty of time to predict every perceivable action Quicksilver may have taken.
Quicksilver had the upper hand in formal combat training, but when you're fighting someone who can move, think, and act way faster than you, there's not really
Telling
much
you,
to
man.
do. You could say this battle was over in a flash.
It's overpowered.
The winner is the Flash.
Of course it is. Of course it was. Alright, like we didn't know the outcome of that. Of course the Flash was going to be the winner. I can guarantee it now. Even though I didn't know that much about Quicksilver, there has not been enough feats that I have seen personally to make me even consider the fact that he might possibly, maybe, have a tiny little inkling of a chance against someone like the Flash. There was no way. Not to mention, like I said, the Flash is like he is the speedster when it comes to, you know, Justice League, DC, even Marvel, really. Like, if you think of someone, if you think, oh, super speed, you think of the Flash. So, of course, the Flash is going to have way more feats compared to somebody like Quicksilver, who's sort of in the background. That's not really to do anything with their, like, superpowers or anything. That's more so just, like, you know, popularity and the writers giving more time to one character than the other. But, yeah, there was no way. Because I had seen that thing about the Flash being able to perceive things in an attosecond. As well as, like, the fastest he's ever went. Like I said, he once beat someone in a race who could instantly teleport somewhere, like instant transmission, and he beat them quicker. Granted, he used the kinetic energy of everybody on Earth, so it's not like he did it of his own fruition. I know. Yeah, so it's not like he did it of his own fruition or anything like that, or his own power. He used the kinetic energy of everybody to do that. But nonetheless, that is, I believe, like the fastest he's ever went, which is pretty cool. My dog's trying to eat my arm to get my attention. So I'm going to end this one, yeah. Like we said, of course, the Flash was going to be the winner. We knew it all along. Yeah, let me know if you guys knew. Let me know what your favorite superpower would be, if any. Maybe you're just like, nah, I'd rather be a normal human. Superpowers are way overrated. I have no idea. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.